그런 면에서는 저는 앞으로 뭐 제작자가 될 수도 있고 감독이 될 수도 있고.
Lovely viewers, welcome back to another heartwarming and emotional update that will surely touch your hearts and make you fall in love all over again. Today's story is one that fans around the world are buzzing about. Lee Minho's deeply emotional and romantic birthday message to the woman who has stolen not only his heart but also ours, the ever-graceful and stunning song Hye Kyo. This story isn't just about a birthday. It's about love that speaks volumes without even saying too much. It's about how two souls, destined to find each other in a chaotic world of fame and lights, continue to prove that love can be both simple and powerful when it's real. So sit back, relax, and let's take you right into this beautiful love story that has once again melted the internet. As the world woke up to celebrate Song Hye Kyo's birthday, social media platforms were flooded with birthday wishes from fans, celebrities, and brands. But among the thousands of messages, one stood out, one that made everyone stop scrolling and sigh in admiration. It was from none other than her husband, Lee Minho, the man who has become synonymous with charm, humility, and timeless romance. His message wasn't just a regular happy birthday post. It was an emotional declaration that had fans in tears and smiles all at once. At exactly midnight, when the world was quiet and stars glittered softly over Seoul, Lee Minho shared a photo on his Instagram story. A candid shot of Song Hye Kyo laughing freely, sunlight reflecting softly on her face. The photo seemed taken from a private moment, probably during one of their peaceful getaways. Underneath the picture were just a few words. "Happy birthday, my love. You are my peace, my home, and my forever." Accompanied by a simple white heart emoji and a small shooting star, the message didn't need much. Its sincerity was enough to melt millions of hearts instantly. Fans went wild. Within minutes, Lee Minho's name trended across multiple platforms: Twitter, Instagram, and even YouTube. People began reposting the story with captions like, "This is real love. He truly adores her. And Song Hye Kyo must be the happiest woman in the world right now." Others pointed out how Lee Minho's message echoed his personality. Humble yet deeply expressive, romantic without exaggeration, and genuine in every word. Lovely viewers, you can imagine how touched Song Hye Kyo must have felt seeing that message. Sources close to the couple revealed that Lee Minho had planned a small surprise dinner at their home in Seoul. He reportedly cooked her favorite meal, arranged soft lighting, and played her favorite old jazz tracks in the background. The two were said to have spent the evening reminiscing about their journey together, the laughter, the challenges, and the dreams they continue to build side by side. What's even more touching is that Lee Minho didn't stop with the post. Later that morning, he uploaded another video compilation on his YouTube channel dedicated to her. The short video featured unseen clips of their travels, small candid moments of them laughing together, and even behind-the-scenes snippets from their brand collaborations. It ended with the same message he wrote earlier: "You are my peace, my home, and my forever." But this time, his voice softly whispered it as the screen faded to black. Fans couldn't hold back their emotions. The comment section was flooded with messages from viewers all around the world, wishing the couple endless happiness. Song Hye Kyo, always elegant and reserved, didn't immediately post anything in response, but her subtle actions spoke volumes. Later in the day, she uploaded a serene picture of the sea with a caption, "Grateful for love, for peace, and for you." She didn't tag anyone, but everyone knew exactly who the "you" was. The timing, the tone, and the emotion, everything pointed directly to Lee Minho. It was her quiet way of saying, "I love you too," in the most Song Hye Kyo way possible. Lovely viewers, what makes their love so special is not just their fame or beauty. It's the authenticity that shines through every small gesture. Remember the days when their relationship was just a rumor, when fans were piecing together every hint and public appearance, wondering if they were truly together. And now, to see them express their love so freely and sincerely, it feels like a fairy tale unfolding before our eyes. Their journey from being co-stars in events, to quiet companions, to a power couple deeply in love, has been nothing short of cinematic. Insiders even revealed that Lee Minho began preparing for Song Hye Kyo's birthday weeks in advance. He reportedly commissioned a local artist to paint a portrait of her surrounded by their favorite flowers, white lilies and baby's breath, symbolizing purity and everlasting love. The painting was delivered to their home wrapped in delicate ivory silk, with a handwritten note from him that read, "Every petal reminds me of your kindness. Every color reminds me of your light." Isn't that just pure poetry, lovely viewers? The birthday celebrations didn't stop there. The couple's close friends were invited to a small gathering held at an exclusive rooftop restaurant in Seoul later that evening. It was said to be an intimate affair filled with laughter, music, and heartfelt toasts. One guest mentioned that Lee Minho raised his glass and made a short but emotional speech, saying, "She makes every day worth living. I'm grateful that the universe let our paths cross." That simple statement reportedly brought tears to Song Hye Kyo's eyes, and she responded by holding his hand tightly and whispering something that made him smile through his emotions. Of course, fans couldn't help but notice how beautiful Song Hye Kyo looked that night. Dressed in a soft pastel gown, with minimal makeup and her signature grace, she looked radiant, glowing from happiness and love. Lee Min-ho, on the other hand, kept it classic with a sleek black suit, his eyes never leaving her throughout the evening. Every photo that surfaced from that night screamed pure devotion and admiration between them. As the night drew to a close, Lee Min-ho surprised her once again by playing a video he had secretly prepared, a montage of their shared memories, from their first date to their travels abroad, to silly clips of them cooking together at home. The video ended with the message, "Every year with you is a blessing. Every birthday you celebrate reminds me that loving you is the greatest gift I'll ever have." The room fell silent as everyone watched, and Song Hye Kyo reportedly couldn't stop smiling, her eyes glistening with emotion. Lovely viewers, doesn't this just sound like something out of a dream? But that's exactly how their love feels, real yet magical. The couple's connection continues to inspire fans who believe in true love even in the fast-paced world of fame and fortune. Their relationship has weathered public scrutiny, media speculation, and busy schedules, yet here they are, stronger and happier than ever. Fans have been sharing how much they admire Lee Min-ho's maturity and sincerity in expressing love. Many commented that his message wasn't about grand displays but about depth and meaning. "He didn't need fireworks," one fan wrote. "His words alone lit up the sky," another commented. Lee Min-ho's message proves that real love doesn't need to shout, it whispers softly and stays forever. After Lee Min-ho's touching midnight birthday message and the breathtaking evening celebration, fans thought that was the end of the surprises. But little did they know, Lee Min-ho had more heartfelt plans tucked away for the woman who means everything to him. The next morning, Seoul woke up to soft sunlight and whispers of romance still floating in the air. Song Hye Kyo's birthday had officially ended, but the celebration of love between her and Lee Min-ho was just beginning. According to a close insider, Lee Min-ho wanted Song Hye Kyo's special day to linger beyond the 24 hours it usually lasts. He reportedly told his staff, "Her light deserves more than a day, it deserves a lifetime." That alone shows the kind of devotion he carries in his heart. So, early the next morning, when Song Hye Kyo stepped out of their home to take in some fresh air, she was greeted by something that nearly brought her to tears. A beautiful arrangement of over 1,000 white lilies lining the garden path, leading up to a small gazebo decorated with fairy lights. Each lily had a handwritten note attached with a short memory or message from Lee Min-ho, reminding her of all the small moments that define their love. One note read, "For the day you smiled through your tears," another said. "For the morning you made me coffee and said, 'This is love,' and yet another said simply, 'For every heartbeat that reminds me you're mine.'" Song Hye Kyo reportedly spent over an hour walking slowly through the garden, reading each note and smiling, her eyes glistening with gratitude. She later posted a single picture on her Instagram story, a soft image of a white lily with the caption, "He loves through details." Lovely viewers, can you imagine how emotional that moment must have been? Fans all over the world started recreating the gesture in their own ways, writing notes for their loved ones inspired by Lee Min-ho's idea. It's no surprise that the couple's love continues to spark trends of genuine romance and kindness, something so rare in today's digital age. Later that day, Lee Min-ho surprised her yet again with a handwritten letter. Insiders revealed that it was written on cream stationery embossed with gold initials of their names intertwined. The letter, according to sources, wasn't long but was filled with the kind of sincerity only true love can bring. It read, "You are the calm after every storm, the melody behind every quiet moment. Thank you for teaching me how to love gently, completely, and without fear." He sealed it with a simple wax heart and placed it beside her breakfast tray, which he had prepared himself. Song Hye Kyo's close friends shared that she couldn't stop smiling that morning. She was seen walking around their home with a letter in her hand, occasionally rereading it like it was the most precious gift she had ever received. Later in the afternoon, the couple reportedly took a drive to the outskirts of Seoul to spend some quiet time together. Away from the cameras and crowds, they enjoyed a simple picnic overlooking a beautiful field of flowers, laughing, talking, and taking pictures. Minho was even seen filming small clips of her as she laughed under the sunlight, a reminder that to him, every moment with her is worth capturing. Lovely viewers, what makes this story even more touching is that throughout the day, Minho never once posted another thing online. It wasn't about showing off, it was about truly being present. That's the kind of love that fans dream about. A love that doesn't need to prove itself, but instead lives and breathes through quiet actions. Even fans who had initially been skeptical about their relationship began expressing how genuine the connection between the two stars truly seems. One comment that stood out read, "Minho and Song Hye Kyo's love is the kind that makes you believe in destiny again." Another fan wrote, "They show that love is about choosing the same person every day, even after the cameras stop rolling." Those sentiments echoed across multiple platforms, proving how deeply their story resonates with people who crave real love stories in a world full of pretense. By the evening, fans noticed that Song Hye Kyo had once again taken to her Instagram, this time posting a serene video of a sunset, the camera slowly panning toward a silhouette that unmistakably resembled Minho. The caption read, "To the one who makes every day feel like a sunrise, thank you." It was elegant, emotional, and perfectly in line with her gentle personality. Within minutes, her comment section was filled with messages like, "You two are soulmates. This is the definition of true love," and Minho's birthday message will go down in history as one of the most romantic gestures ever. But lovely viewers, that's not all. Just when everyone thought the surprises were done, a week after her birthday, something unexpected happened. A popular South Korean magazine released exclusive behind-the-scenes photos from a private shoot the couple had done earlier in the month. The photos captured their natural chemistry, soft smiles, intertwined hands, and the kind of closeness that doesn't need to be staged. In one particular photo, Minho was seen looking at Song Hye Kyo with pure admiration while she smiled shyly. The caption below the image read, "Love in its quietest form." Fans immediately connected it to his birthday message and couldn't stop gushing over how everything between them feels so connected and authentic. Their agencies have remained respectfully silent, allowing the couple to live their love without interference, but a source close to both revealed that they've become even closer since Song Hye Kyo's birthday celebration. The insider said, "Minho makes her laugh in a way no one else can. He gives her peace, and she gives him purpose." Isn't that such a beautiful thing, lovely viewers? And it doesn't end there. Minho has reportedly been working on a small song inspired by his emotions that week. Those close to him mentioned that he's been writing lyrics in his free time, describing how it feels to love someone so deeply that even words can't fully express it. The song, according to rumors, might be titled "For You, Always." Fans are already eagerly anticipating its release, with many hoping it will be a public dedication to Song Hye Kyo. In one of his most recent interviews, Minho was asked what love means to him now that he's older and more experienced. His response seemed to subtly hint at Song Hye Kyo. He said, "Love isn't about excitement anymore, it's about comfort. It's when someone becomes the reason you look forward to coming home. It's when silence with them feels like the sweetest music." Those words alone melted everyone's hearts, and fans were quick to connect the dots. Lovely viewers, imagine hearing those words from the man you love, after he's already written you letters, left you notes, cooked your meals, and called you his forever. Song Hye Kyo truly must have felt like the luckiest woman alive. Yet, what's even more beautiful about her is how grounded and graceful she remains through it all. She never flaunts, never boasts. She simply radiates quiet happiness, which makes her even more admired. After all the emotional celebrations, heartfelt gestures, and whispered words that defined Song Hye Kyo's birthday, it seemed like the couple's chapter of surprises had reached its sweetest peak. But love, as we've come to see from these two, never stops blooming. It only grows deeper, quieter, and even more magical with time. Just days after the celebrations, fans noticed that Minho and Song Hye Kyo had gone completely off the radar. There were no social media posts, no public appearances, no paparazzi sightings. Just silence. But as it turned out, that silence was filled with something special. Reports soon surfaced that the couple had taken a spontaneous trip out of the city to a secluded coastal town in South Korea, one known for its tranquil beaches and stunning sunrises. According to a local source, they rented a small cottage overlooking the ocean, just the two of them, far from the lights and noise of fame. It was said that the couple spent their time there simply enjoying each other's presence. Mornings were filled with walks along the beach, bare feet on cool sand, and soft laughter carried by the wind. Minho, ever the romantic, reportedly brought along a small camera and spent hours taking pictures of Song Hye Kyo as she collected seashells or watched the waves. One witness described the scene saying, "You could see love in the air. It wasn't about grand displays. It was about peace, about two souls completely at ease with each other." Lovely viewers, doesn't that sound absolutely divine? Just imagine them walking side by side under the soft morning sun, hand in hand, away from all the chaos of the world. That kind of love is rare and precious. It's the kind that makes you realize that true happiness doesn't need crowds. It just needs the right person beside you. While on their quiet getaway, Minho reportedly continued to show just how deeply he cherishes Song Hye Kyo. According to someone close to them, he surprised her one evening with a candlelight dinner by the beach. There were no cameras, no decorations, just a small wooden table, two chairs, soft background music, and the sound of gentle waves crashing nearby. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of orange and gold, Minho brought out something that made Song Hye Kyo's heart flutter, a small music box. When he opened it, it began playing a familiar melody, a sweet tune that fans later discovered was a piano instrumental of the song he had been writing for her, "For You, Always." As the tune played softly, Minho reportedly told her, "This melody is you, soft, timeless, and beautiful." Those words, lovely viewers, were enough to make even the ocean waves pause in awe. Song Hye Kyo smiled through tears, holding his hand and whispering something only he could hear. Their evening reportedly ended with them watching lanterns float into the night sky. Minho had arranged for the two of them to write wishes on the lanterns before releasing them. Song Hye Kyo's lantern read, "Thank you for making me believe in love again," while Minho's simply said, "Forever begins here." Witnesses say that as the lanterns rose, the two hugged quietly, eyes closed, letting the moment sink into their hearts. Lovely viewers, this wasn't just a romantic trip. It was a reaffirmation of everything they stand for as a couple. Away from fame and the spotlight, they found peace in each other's company. And that's something truly special. Fans around the world began calling it the love retreat, praising the couple for keeping their relationship grounded and authentic despite their fame. Soon after their return to Seoul, a few pictures began circulating online, grainy but clear enough to make fans' hearts flutter. In one of them, Minho and Song Hye Kyo were seen walking through an airport, wearing matching beige coats and baseball caps, their fingers intertwined. Despite trying to stay low-key, fans couldn't miss the quiet smiles on their faces. They looked content, fulfilled, and truly in love.